What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Questionable Podcast. I'm here with my good friend Johnny, and today, um, a week late, we are doing college football predictions. So how I think we're gonna do this is we are going to do each conference per episode. So we're gonna probably post 2 episodes tonight, and then do the other two tomorrow. But I'm going to post them on a weekly basis. So you know, if we get them wrong, we get them wrong. So, Johnny, say hi.
Hello, I just have one thing to say, and that is OHIO.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta
Little Bro
say,
State reigns supreme this week.
and I all I gotta say is go Big Blue. So
You know what? Wait, you mean the wait? Oh yeah, wait, you mean
Kentucky.
hey, listen. They're big brother. They are our big brother. We actually beat them.
Mm. That was a good
So Penn
game.
State, Penn State, you cannot say squat until
Yeah,
you beat us. It's been almost.
so real.
Trace McSorley and Saquon Barkley were still there when you beat us last.
Yep. Um, what school do you want to start off with, or do you just want to go start from where we're
Start
at?
with Miss State. They're pretty
Yeah.
nice.
So Mississippi State hit the ground running, I want to say. But at least for me, I think they are going to. I think they're going to win their next game against Arizona State. I think it's because a lot of players left Arizona State, like Cam Scatterbo left, and basically that's what drove the team to be really good. That's how they made it to the playoffs. Because Scatterbo was just an unreal beast, you know. Cakewalks right here against Alcorn State. Never even heard that in Northern
Or
Illinois.
no, State. Jeez.
And I think they're going to lose to Tennessee, lose to A&M going into the bye week, lose to Florida, lose to Texas.
I
uh,
feel like you beat Arkansas. Just saying.
I this one's a toss up for me, but I think they're going to lose to Arkansas. With Georgia, not quite sure. I'm going to say probably Georgia beats them as well. They beat Mizzou, go into the other bye week, and then lose to Ole Miss. 5-7.
Yep, that
That's
seems like
what
a
that
Mississippi State
is
season.
what I think, me personally.
They're literally the Rutgers of the SEC. That's
Mm-hmm.
actually even the only thing Rutgers. They're the Purdue of the SEC.
Yeah, it's like it seems like they have this such cakewalk schedule right here at the beginning, and then they just have conference, and it's like
Like,
it's not even like easy conference wins. It's like hard conference wins, like hard
and like the
conference
thing is, like,
games.
they have not been. The thing is, like, this team is still not recovered from Mike Leach tragically passing away. Like, that man made this
Mm.
team relevant, or
Yeah,
like actually like ranked in like a four, like actually circle that in your not circle, but you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
actually
yeah.
take them serious. Now they're just the laughing stock of the SEC.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, Johnny, what do you think?
Same thing as you. I think they lose to Arizona State.
Yeah, oh they beat Arizona State beats them.
They win the next two. They win the cakewalks, and they Vols win, A&M wins, Florida wins, Texas wins. I think they beat the Razorbacks.
Really?
I upset. I don't know why. I have a hunch. Like
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas was good a couple years ago when like they came out of nowhere, but ever since then they've just fallen back to like being pretty. They haven't been like as bad as they used to be, but like
Mm-hmm.
they're just mid.
I can agree with that. They are just pretty mid. That's like a lot of like SEC teams. If you're not talking like about Texas, if you're not talking about Alabama, which we'll get to, yeah. If you're not talking about Ole Miss, LSU, Georgia, like there's just a lot of like really good and really mid.
The SEC is progressively turning into the Big Ten because the Big Ten was always like the three giants
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody else, but now it's like added they both conferences added new teams, and then
Yeah.
you see these other teams who look kind of oh wow like Illinois or Indiana
Mm-hmm.
last year or even Nebraska at some points are starting to make their claim, but SEC is definitely not the still very good, but I don't think the SEC has been like what it used to be, whereas like
Mm-hmm.
this was the Goliath. Like they could have formed their own super conference at one
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
but
yeah.
now the playing field is too even now.
Who do you got against?
Georgia, they lose out. They lose.
And then who do you got between
Mizzou,
And then bye
and Ole
week,
Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. So we both have the same record, but we just
Oh,
have them
yeah.
losing to different team
Actually,
or winning a different game.
yeah, I mean, again, like people still say that the SEC is still a hard conference, and I tend to agree with that. That the SEC is still a hard conference because you got all these big players. However, exactly to your point, Johnny, that I feel like the Big Ten is moving towards that. Hey, we're a top dog. Not only because they've won the Big Ten's won the
Last year's
last two championships, but it's just the terms of just um, like playoff strength and stuff like that, or not playoff strength, schedule strength, and also the amount of teams that are that are in the way. But for right now, I
yeah.
would still go to say the SEC is the hardest conference because again, that with you basically go to really good or just incredibly mid. Because
Oh yeah, pretty
like
much.
in the Big Ten, there's like probably I will be generous, probably 4 or 5 teams that are amazing. Probably like
Like,
four, really.
and Mississippi State would still like if Mississippi State would go play Rutgers or Purdue, or like any of like the five bottom
Yeah.
Big Ten schools, they would clobber. They would probably easily take care of them.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Okay.
all right, let's move
Uh,
on to
let's.
Kentucky. Let's go to South Carolina or
South
are you
Carolina.
your favorite team, or at
Let's
least Kentucky.
let's do South Carolina. Um,
Okay,
I'm very high on Lenore Sellers. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback this year. Not only because he's a dual threat quarterback, which I always love to see, Josh Allen plug, but it's just like I feel like he's very poised in the pocket. I think he makes good reads, good decisions, and it's something you really want to see in a young quarterback, especially what this is his final year for you. Like
he has he could go one more year, but
he
he
could
is
go.
eligible for the draft after this
So
season.
he could go one more year. Yeah. So yeah. I would
It
say
reminds me
so. They beat Virginia Tech last week on Saturday. South Carolina State, that's a win. This one against Vanderbilt. Diego Pavia is also a really good quarterback to always keep an eye on too this year because Diego Pavia did knock off #1 Alabama last year. The Jalen Milroe led Alabama. So
That
I
doesn't mean.
think, but I
I feel like
think I think in the terms of putting that as an example, this could be a close game.
yeah, but like the thing is, like Vandy seeing Alabama getting exposed down the stretch this season just
Mm,
showed like they were like not as good as we thought after the Georgia win. Like they've been 5-5 since they
mm,
started like 6-0 last year, which is
yeah.
like pathetic. Like Vandy did keep it close against like Texas and stuff, but
Mm,
like South Carolina is like they're thinking playoffs this season. Vandy's thinking whole game again.
mm. Oh yeah. Um, I'm gonna give South Carolina the win here, and also put into effect something that you don't see a lot in the NFL. Obviously, home like being at home
Yeah,
because compared to the NFL with college, when you're playing a game at home compared to the NFL, like how in week 1 the Ravens are going to the Bills. Actually, it's probably not really a great example. Like if the Steelers are on the road and they go to like the Jets or something, which I think the Jets actually go to Steelers. I don't think it's going to affect the Jet how the Steelers play because they're just used to it now. Like just basically going to another place. But compared to these young kids who is now making their close to their professional start to try to get that extra stepping stone to get to the NFL, the strength of a home team is more of a motivated factor compared to the
especially with
NFL.
like double capacity. Like these stadiums are like double capacity. Like an average NFL
Huge,
stadium probably is like 65, 70, and then
yeah.
an NFL has like, or an NFL is like 65, 70, and then a college one's like
Mm.
at least 100,000. I think the
Or
biggest is like
or
big, the big like 105 or something.
or think about how passionate the fan bases are. Like I know, like
It's from college kids. That's like the
you say
worst
it's
you
like
can get.
yeah. So like like if you have someone like from the Pittsburgh area being a fan of the Steelers, Yeah, he's going to go to the Steelers games, and yeah, he's going to be very passionate. But these kids, they go to school at South Carolina. They are directly rooting for their team because that's where they go to school every day. Like they go to
And
that
also,
school.
this team also has a lot of expectations this year. So like
Hmm.
people will be like, "Holy crap, we're gonna see a team again, a team who could probably win a championship this season. We
Oh yeah.
need to go and support our guys." Like this,
Hmm.
like if like even when they went to Alabama went to Vandy last year, the crowd
Hmm.
probably barely made as much of a difference than people think. But like
Yeah.
because there was like no one at that fucking game. Let's be real. I mean, yeah, there
Oh,
were a lot of
of
people. It
course.
wasn't like a full packed out stadium.
Hmm.
South Carolina like their home opener against South Carolina State, they are going to be sold out. And this
Yeah,
is a similar situation with Vandy and
without a
all
doubt.
their other home games.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna still give South Carolina the win over Mizzou because I feel
Mizzou has,
I am riding high on this team.
Mizzou has been. I'm not hating on Mizzou, but it's like last year we had sky high expectations after they beat Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl,
Mm.
and we're like, oh my god, like a they had like 11-2 or 11-3 season. But like last year they were just like very disappointing. Like they were good, but we thought like they were gonna be like actually giving the top dogs a scare.
Hmm. Yeah, without a doubt. Um, Kentucky comes to their home. I think they beat them to go to the bye week.
Now
LSU
this is
going into.
controversial.
I think that LSU is going to knock them off. I think this is kind of the point where South Carolina is about to get ranked in the top 25 rankings, and LSU is going to knock them down a peg. Be like, hey, you
They're
ain't like
already
that,
ranked
low,
in the
bro.
top 25. They're like number
Are they?
10.
Oh, they're already. I,
They're number 10. They were number 10 at the they were like 13 preseason. Now they're like
oh, geez.
10.
Okay. Yeah. So like, they're kind of going to knock them off that train. But I think they're going to hit the ground running, win both games, Oklahoma and Alabama. Go to Ole Miss, lose to Ole Miss, and
A&M could be interesting, but
this is a close game here as well. I'm gonna say A&M because the 12th man, because like that's insane. And then they're gonna beat Coastal Carolina, of course, and I think Clemson's gonna beat them to end it off in the rivalry game.
okay. You have them going, what, 8-4? They
8-4.
missed the playoffs. Ooh.
Yeah, but I think I'm very high on this team this year, especially because their strength of schedule is not that bad. And I mean, if we were having this conversation before week one, I would have given Alabama the win. But after what I saw in that FSU game, I don't know if they got the skills to be able to compete in the SEC the way that they used to.
It wasn't even like Bama was like crazy I thought Bama was overranked going into the season because like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they had a crazy recruiting class, but I'm like,
Yeah.
but did anybody see Bama last year? This is a team that Oklahoma blew out. This is a
Mm.
team that like South Carolina even almost beat these guys in Tuscaloosa last year. Like that.
Yeah, like that's insane.
All right, I'm up. Sorry,
Oh
I've
yeah.
been talking. This is basically been my segment. Sorry,
It's Peter saying. All right.
I'm up. I'm up.
Wait,
My
I was
South
just saying
Carolina.
South Carolina.
All right,
Yeah.
bye
So
week
what do you got?
undefeated. They go into the bye. They're undefeated going into the bye.
Undefeated, just all the way down.
Oh no, I said going into the bye week.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
they're in their bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think we remember how controversial this LSU game was last year.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina should have won that game last year, but they didn't. Now they're going into Death Valley. LSU's riding high, and I don't know why I just cannot trust Brian Kelly for the life of me. I don't know what it is. Like I get they looked really good against Clemson, but like Clemson, honest, they don't even have a running back. Like their running back is like a converted receiver. It's like some Ty Montgomery bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So who do you got?
Nussmeier is definitely going to be the number one pick. He's going to be going to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he is definitely, obviously, by far one of the best. He's definitely a top five college quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And LSU's defense looked pretty good, but Lenore Sellers will just be too much for them.
You think?
I think they upset LSU at Death Valley. I think Brian Kelly just will screw it up somehow.
Okay. That's
People
an
forget to
interesting
factor in
take.
last year. I get you shouldn't factor in last year as much,
Hmm.
but I just I just can't really. Like South Carolina's just looked really good since they started 3-3 last year. They have not lost a game since then.
Yeah. Um.
Oklahoma, I don't know how to gauge Oklahoma. Like I feel like they're very overrated this season,
Mhm.
but I still think South Carolina wins at home. South they beat Bama just looks pathetic.
Yeah, Bama does
Like
not look good.
Kalen DeBoer's might buy out Kalen DeBoer's $60 million contract.
Mhm.
Ole Miss, that's an intriguing one. It's A&M and Ole Miss. I see them beating only one of them, but I think Ole Miss will take the W.
And then they're gonna
Uh,
come and beat
Beats
A&M
A&M, have a bye week to rest. Beats Coastal Carolina, and I
and
think they're
good
going to be
rivalry
so full of
game.
themselves. Clemson's going to be like probably a couple losses less. Like, oh, we're so in the back, and I think Clemson just catches them lacking.
I mean, I agree, especially showing what they were able to do last year. And for me, I like at least I don't. I want to say that Clemson's overrated, but definitely the difficulty of them making it to the playoffs by doing the ACC championship. It was a very close game against SMU, and then losing to Texas,
Yeah,
right at
yeah,
round
yeah.
one of the playoffs.
And it
Um,
was like a game where they just got completely outclassed,
yeah, they
pretty
completely
much.
outclassed. Yeah, 100%. I would say that they. I don't want to say they got lucky being there, but because they made it there on their own will.
Oh
Definitely.
no, they did. They made it because Miami fell off a fucking cliff at the end by losing
Oh
to
yeah,
Georgia Tech and Syracuse.
yeah. That was just ridiculous.
Clemson only got in because Miami screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Give
Oh
them
yeah,
credit for
Miami
winning.
should have been in the ACC championship.
No, they should not have, but Clemson didn't deserve it. They both were just trying to hand each other a spot, pretty much.
Yeah, of course. Let's go. Let's do
Let's do
LSU next.
Razorbacks.
Wait, you want to do the Razorbacks?
Just get the bad ones out of the way.
Get the bad ones. Okay.
Get the mid out of the way.
So going playing Arkansas State at home. That's a win. I think Ole Miss is going to beat them there. Then they're going to beat Memphis. This Notre Dame and Arkansas game. That's gonna be interesting. Because from what we've seen at Notre Dame when they played Miami, that was a really good game, and they held on for a really long time. So
I thought
I
DJ
would
Carr
like.
looked,
Hmm?
I thought DJ Carr looked really good.
He's like I think people are going to think that Notre Dame is not going to be good this year. Uh, I beg differ. I think they're still going to be really good, especially being a non-conference team. I think they're going to go and show Arkansas what they're made of.
Now, this is a rematch from last year when Arkansas upset Tennessee.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the opposite. I think Tennessee is going to take this one.
Joey Aguilar with the win. I like it.
I like him better than Nico, in my personal opinion, because
That's not even an opinion. That's not even a hot take. That's a freezing cold take right there.
he's like I just from what he's shown, yeah, he showed it against a Syracuse team, which was all right last year. They weren't like good or anything, but I'm riding high on the Aguilar train as well. I don't think he's going to be insane top five college QB, but I think he's going to be he's going to be what Tennessee needs and what Nico couldn't be for that team. Texas A&M, I think A&M's going to come beat them. Auburn is a completely
That's a
different.
tough one.
Hmm?
Not gonna lie, this is a tough one here.
Yeah, this is tough. I think Auburn is a completely different beast from what they were past years. I think they might go out with the W in this one, and then they beat Mississippi State.
Auburn, yeah.
Coming into the bye week, they have two hard games, and then I'm going to say probably Arkansas is going to win their last game. I think Garrett Nussmeier is going to beat them up when they come to Death Valley. And
Ah,
the thing with Texas right now is that Texas has to ask themselves how can Arch perform? Because
this this is Arch at the end of the season. I feel like Arch will be way more comfortable by this point, and let's not act
I
like Texas does not have like The defenses we saw on Saturday like was 1A, 1B of
Mm,
college defenses.
I agree 100%. The Texas defense is really good, especially going up against the reigning champions Ohio State.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to give Texas the win as well. But this also has to provide like a factor because what we saw from Arch in that first game, giving him the benefit of the doubt, that he's going into the shoe, week one, against the reigning national champions of college football, right? That's going
Yeah.
to probably give you a lot of nerves, no matter who you are, no matter if you're a Manning, no matter if you're a Garrett Nussmeier or a Cade Klubnik. It does not matter who you are. That's going to rile up anyone.
And let's not forget, like he's going up against Matt Patricia. Like, don't get me wrong, Matt
Right.
Patricia. I was skeptical when we hired Matt Patricia, but the thing is, like, you got to remember, like, this is like a guy who was an NFL head coach, not just NFL head coach, but he was a Patriots defensive coordinator for a very long
Mm.
time. So, like, I feel like whenever he throws at NFL players is easier to gauge, but this is a kid's first start, and he's going
Mm.
up against like an NFL caliber defense. Like all of those Ohio State defenders, like Caleb, like dude, don't forget all these Ohio State guys are returning, like Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
They were there last year, and now you're going up against an NFL. Like he's seeing an NFL defense week one. Like this isn't UTSA. Like this isn't. You're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Like, so yeah, I'm going to give Arch the benefit of the doubt. I know everyone's always saying that he's going to be terrible because of one game. I want to see anyone else that is like a top five QB right now in the college to go up against the shoe, reigning national champions, week one. I promise you that it's probably going to be the same thing, probably even worse that happened to
The
Texas.
only team I could see doing beating him is as the only team who will fucking beat them is Michigan.
Yeah, like that's just that's an easy one.
I don't even know who the fuck their quarterback was last year. I don't even think
Yeah, I
anybody.
don't even know. I don't even know. But
They didn't even know.
so Arkansas, what you got?
They beat Arkansas State.
Mm-hmm.
They lose to Ole Miss. Beat
Mm-hmm.
Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
They lose to the Irish. They win the not win. They lose to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee is not going to be caught sleeping. I think they win one of these upset. I think they lose to A&M and beat Auburn.
They lose the end and beat Auburn. I can agree with that.
I think an upset here. I just like Hugh Freeze is just like, like what the fuck is this Auburn? Like
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like starting to be convinced that they're good again. I'm like, until I see otherwise, I'm not. Like
Yeah.
this is a team that A&M Texas or what was the other fucking random New Mexico A&M or something blew
Mm-hmm.
out.
Yeah.
Like that's like getting blown up at Purdue. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
they lose. Uh, I think then they lose out. Yeah, I think so.
you think they lose to
That's a
LSU?
rough 3 games to end the year.
So they lose these two and
Mizzou beat them.
Mizzou
Mizzou
beats
beat
them.
them. I
Oh.
could see Mizzou easily winning, but like Mizzou's like okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the who's the team that's like rare? They're like the Illinois of the SEC. Like a team who's
Okay.
maybe good every now and then, like really rarely, but like they're often just like either at the bottom or like teetering in the middle.
Mm-hmm. I can fully agree with that. I think that Mizzou definitely is a force to be reckoned with in the SEC, but they're like kind of like the little bro that everyone doesn't really pay attention to. But you know he's putting in the work.
I think we should go to the team we want to completely laugh at this week.
Which one is that?
Bama.
Bama. You want to go with Bama next?
Let's see how shit bad. I think Bama's probably going to be barely bowl eligible, honestly, with and
Um,
they keep playing the way they did.
looking at these games, obviously there's some of them that they're gonna win. They're gonna win UL Monroe. Um, Wisconsin and Alabama.
Wisconsin is so shit. Don't even overthink this.
It's like I want to say that Bama's going to win that going to the bye week. I think Georgia's going to beat them. They're going into Georgia. It's going to be a hard game. Vandy comes to them. I think Alabama's going to win this game. They want revenge from last year.
These
Um,
next two are interesting.
So Mizzou and Tennessee. I think Bama's going to beat my Mizzou, and Tennessee's going to beat my Bama.
What do they
Heading
have?
heading into the bye week, LSU's going to be Bama. I think. Well, I know at the Iron Bowl, Auburn's going to beat Bama. They're going into Auburn. Auburn, like, this is a heated rivalry that's been stirring up for, years on years upon years. They're going to be Eastern Illinois as well. This Oklahoma and Bama game would be tough.
I feel like the Iron Bowl is always like super competitive. Like remember that New Mexico A&M game I said?
Oh, yeah.
Like the very next week, remember that Milrow like miracle play on 4th and 25
Yeah.
for a touch? That was the week after Auburn got blown out by A&M.
Yeah. I think
Like this
I'm,
game is always good.
I'm
Oklahoma,
going to give Bama the win. Them going 6-6.
wow, that's I can like I said, based off. We shouldn't judge off week one, but Kalen
All right.
DeBoer has just shown me no. Like I said, they started 6-5 last year, and now they've been like just awful since then. Like they have not won. They've lost their last three games. They
Mm-hmm.
lost like who have they even lost? I haven't paid that much attention to them. Like the Oklahoma law, they have not won a road game in a very long time. That's another thing we forgot to
All
factor in.
right. We're back. Slate commercial break. So we were talking about Alabama's schedule.
Why
So
the fuck are we doing commercials? What the fuck are we? NFL Red Zone?
we're about to be. We need some ad revenue.
All that fucking pissed.
Yeah, no, it is ridiculous. So yeah, Alabama beats Oklahoma. That is, I think that's a little controversial, especially what we saw against FSU. But that's where I'm going with it. They obviously beat Eastern Illinois, and Auburn beats them at Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
I don't think we know how to gauge Oklahoma yet either. Like they play Michigan this Saturday, which are like
Yes.
will probably give us a good idea of how Oklahoma is because I think their first, they were just not good last year.
I agree. This week will definitely show if Oklahoma is going to be a good SEC team, or just again in that middle of the pack like all these are going to be. All right, what are your predictions?
Nick Saban comes back and wins the championship. That's the only way this team has any success.
So you have
I
UL
think
Monroe.
you know what's weird? Nick Saban lost that game his very first year.
Against UL
And
Monroe.
I won't be surprised if they somehow win this because everyone's crying for Kalen DeBoer's head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They're still going to win. I'm not going to predict them to win. There's no way in hell that happens.
that's
but
insane. Yeah.
won't be surprised.
All right,
They beat Wisconsin.
they beat Wisconsin. Bye week.
Bama just seems to always have Georgia's number.
So you think
I
they're
think
coming
everyone's
to
going to
Georgia?
write Bama off, think they're going to be shit, and then Bama wins.
Wow.
I think Bama will upset Georgia.
That's-
Everyone's going to write them off. And that is like something Bama would do.
Mhm.
Now, I won't be surprised if Georgia kicks their teeth in.
Mhm.
But like Georgia, outside of the national championship, they just can't beat Bama.
I 100% agree.
They beat Vandy.
Mhm.
I think they beat Mizzou.
Mhm.
And then they have their 2-game skid. They lose to 10 to the Volunteers and South Carolina.
Okay.
Now Bama, everyone's like, oh no, never mind. Bama's still not a top dog. They're not a blue blood anymore.
They ain't blue blood.
Well, did you assume? I think LSU wins
Yeah.
because they probably do because they are.
Yeah.
So what do I have them at? They're at
They're
6-4.
5-4.
Okay, I think they win their next two.
Okay.
7-4. This screams where I think Bama like an 7. After that, like I said, factoring that Florida State game, like this team screams like 9 wins is their ceiling, pretty much.
Yeah.
But this is like I said, this is rivalry week. I feel like no matter how good or bad these two teams are, it's always a competitive game.
Mm-hmm.
this is this. I think Kalen DeBoer might be coaching for his job,
Hmm.
or at least like give him some cushion for next year.
Yeah.
And for that, I think they win the Iron Bowl. Bama wins the Iron Bowl.
Bama wins the Iron Bowl. Whoa.
I mean,
I.
Auburn hasn't done anything to impress me yet either, especially with
Mhm.
last year. I need to see more from them.
Yeah. 100% agree. Um, it's too early to call right now if Bama's going to really be a good team, but we'll just have to see.
I feel like I would have predicted this before the season, except for that Florida State game. I probably would have had them around this 9-win mark.
I would definitely have Bama beating Florida State.
But some people were thinking they're going to go SEC championship again, but they
Mm.
might not even come fourth in the SEC.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be SEC champions.
All right,
Which one do you want to do next?
let's do the Gators.
Florida Gators.
Scooter Magruder's favorite team.
I'm not going to lie. I am high in the Florida Gators this year.
I do not know how to feel about the Florida Gators. They ended so well last year, but
Yeah. DJ
like,
Lagway.
who's their coach? It's Steve Spurrier. Yeah, it's Steve Spurrier, right?
Mm. Um, I think if DJ Lagway is healthy, this team can not only go to the SEC championship, could get a playoff spot. Could. That's big could. We don't know that for sure. Are they even ranked? Are they ranked?
They're ranked. They're like 13. They're one above Florida State.
Okay. So they are ranked, so they could have a chance in getting a playoff spot. I think they're going to beat South Florida, lose to LSU. I think they could even beat Miami.
Interesting.
I think they're going to lose to Texas, beat A&M at home, beat Georgia, beat Kentucky, lose to Ole Miss. Ooh, these last two
This
games.
is a rough schedule. Jesus, playoff spot, dude. This schedule is brutal.
This is a brutal schedule.
Kentucky's probably they only have the two cupcakes. Like their other
Mm-hmm.
the only two games I would say they can confidently win are Miss State and Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These last two games are tough, I would say. I'm going to say... This is so tough. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go Florida for Tennessee. And...
This is probably for the playoffs.
Yeah, this will be for the playoffs. I think... It's what we saw from Florida State against Alabama. Now, I'm starting to kind of think that
Here's
is
one
it-
thing to factor in. Gus Malzahn is the offensive coordinator for Florida State, and he has played Florida multiple times when he was head coaching at Auburn.
Yeah.
That's something you got to factor in too. Like he's never played Florida before. He's faced Steve Spurrier before.
Yeah. I mean, seeing what we saw in the Alabama game last week, I'm thinking, is it more just is Florida State that good, or is Alabama this year that bad? And
My thing is, if this game wasn't. This is tough because it's in the swamp. If this was in Florida State, I feel like this would be a bit easier to gauge. But this is actually, you could flip a coin for this matchup.
I believe since it's in the swamp, and I do believe that Alabama's just that bad this year, I'm giving Florida.
And I think that will be enough to get them into the playoffs.
I can agree with that. I'm
I'm
high on Florida this year, especially how good they ended their season last year. And if DJ Lagway stays healthy through the whole season, we can see this happening. Because I think DJ Lagway is a good quarterback too.
Okay.
He's like
he's Richardson type season.
He's at least one of the best in the SEC. Now country, I would say he's probably at least up there in the top 15 in the country.
Oh, that's not even a debate. You don't become an SEC quarterback just by being mid, unless your name is fucking DJ Ugalele, who still keeps finding jobs somehow.
TJ Ungalonganga.
Ugabaduki.
Yeah. So I am high on Florida for this reason. I think they are going to be a very good team, and I think they're going to be a hard team to beat this year.
Okay.
So, what you got?
Okay. So this is Florida as a team. I am struggling to get like you said, they ended really. I'm looking at their schedule right now. They beat LSU down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Ole Miss. Florida
Mm-hmm.
State was shit last year.
Mm-hmm.
Texas pummeled. I'm gonna. I don't know how to gauge this team too. Like this is the hard one. They obviously beat USF.
Mm-hmm.
Even though USF looked really good against Boise, but I think all that game show was like Agenti was just that good for Boise.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, Florida wins.
South Florida.
This is an interesting one. If this was in the swamp, I might take the Gators, but
Mm-hmm.
It's in Death Valley, the real Death Valley.
Yeah.
So I will be taking the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one. These are two of the most overrated coaches, Mario Cristobal and Steve Spurrier. Like
Mm-hmm.
they have just like I think everyone's gonna buy into the Florida hype. I mean the Miami hype, and I think Miami buys into it too, which is why Florida wins.
Oh, you really threw you threw.
Texas, 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 Texas takes them out back.
Yeah, text me out back 100%.
And they lose to A&M. I mean they beat A&M.
Okay.
A&M's a weird team for me to gauge as well.
Oh yeah.
The Dogs will probably take them out back too.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
These last three games are absolutely brutal.
These last 3 games are gonna be rough.
But I'm 6-3. Yeah, I think they will be 6-3 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just I will take. Oh, they lose to Ole. Oh my God, they lose to Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Florida State.
I can
Respectable 8-4 record.
I can agree with that.
I just think Florida. I think Florida State will be looking ahead to the ACC championship and not
Mm.
play as much. And Florida might be trying to hold out hope that they could sneak in.
Mm. Yeah, I agree with these
Like
picks.
I said, I think if they played any week, like if they had like like the fact they also have Florida State into, like if they would have had like another cupcake and Vandy in that, they probably
Mm-hmm.
would. Like, this is like they're non-conference games, like those ACC, like the ACC is a pretty garbage conference, but like they're playing like the two teams who are probably going to win the ACC.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like
Yeah.
that's too hard for me with them. Like I could see them making them going 10-2. I could see them going 10-2, but
Yeah.
just this, I can't see them taking the next step yet.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah,
Um, next, do you want to move to Mizzou?
sure, sure.
Mizzou.
I do not know how to feel about Mizzou at all.
Yeah, it's like Mizzou's kind of like one of those teams where you just don't hear a lot about them. But looking at their schedule right now, this is like a cakewalk.
This,
I
oh
think,
my God,
can
Jesus!
can we talk about this for a minute? Like, this is a cakewalk schedule. They're definitely,
If
I would say
Mizzou was,
they're winning
this
these
was like
two.
2023 Mizzou, I would
Oh my
say they
goodness.
go probably go 11-1.
That's what I'm saying. So I think they are going to beat Kansas, beat Louisiana, beat UMass,
Yes. Florida, if Florida had the schedule, they would make the playoffs.
100%. Auburn would beat them. And I think Vandy might take them down a peg.
I agree with. I can agree
A&M will
with.
come in. And I think maybe Oklahoma, them losing to Oklahoma, giving them
4
4.
and 8. Okay.
I think that's
Back
what's.
to the basement for them.
But yeah, definitely those first 3 games, like those first, like before the bye week, they're 4-1. At least for me, 4-1.
Oh my God, they don't even win another game.
Like, yeah, actually, I guess they don't.
All right.
I don't. I
Let's
can't.
see.
I can't see them. Like, I would say between the Mizzou and Vandy game, that could happen. But anything else. But
I
yeah,
can understand. I can't see anything about this team that tells me like they seem like Arkansas, maybe Oklahoma tier at best.
hmm So yeah, what's your strength of
It's
schedule?
4-1. Like they're going 4-1. They're starting 4-1. There's no debate
100%.
about
There's no debate. Yeah.
it. Did they play each other last year? Let me check something quick. See, I'm trying to Google what they were last year to try to better
Hmm.
gauge.
Try to better engage. It's really hard with college compared to the NFL because the NFL you have consistency. With these college teams, you could have a team that could go like, no, have a negative season, automatically just beating a top 10 team in the rankings. Or you can have a team that's doing terrible and be a top 10 team in the rankings. Like anything could happen.
Like this was a team Alabama shut them out last year, 34-0.
Yeah, so
Like, I don't think there's a. Don't get me wrong. I think it's like they seem like the lower echelon of
mm,
teams. Like they're beat the bad ones and lose to the good ones.
mm. Oh yeah.
But yeah, going into Auburn, like I would take Auburn.
Mm.
Vandy's a tough. Like they escaped Vandy last year. Vandy pissed that game away, and I don't think Vandy makes that mistake again.
Yeah, Vandy's gonna win.
Give them the upset over it's Oklahoma or A&M. I feel it.
Yeah.
I just feel it. You know what? They're at home.
Mm.
They beat A&M and
They
lose to
beat
Oklahoma.
lose to Oklahoma. Give him 7-5.
Not bad. I
That's
expected
not
them.
bad schedule. Like, it's not a bad record,
Their
obviously.
easy ass schedule will carry. Like they just got handed 4 fucking wins straight off
No,
the bat.
seriously. No, it's kind of ridiculous in a way.
Like only like outside of those 4 games, like
Mm.
only like every other of these games, I don't see them being favored except for like Arkansas and Mississippi State. All these other ones, maybe Auburn. I
Mm.
see them being underdogs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can agree with that.
All right.
Just yeah, Mizzou against one of those dark horse teams where you don't really know what they're up to, but they're up to something.
They had a 2-year stretch where they were like really good, but
They
now
were
they're
really.
like falling back down to where the irrelevancy they
Oh
used to
yeah.
be.
Um, do you want
Let's
to do
do
Kentucky?
no, let's switch it up to a good team. I like going back and forth with like a good
Hmm.
team and a bad.
Okay.
Let's do the dogs.
Going with Georgia. Okay. That's a good point. Austin P State. I don't think I need to explain reasoning. Georgia and
Well, you never
Tennessee.
know. You never know.
You,
I
you
mean,
do
Pitt
never
blew.
know. You do never know.
Well,
Um,
Austin Peay's awful. I feel like every time they're the free win every year.
this is Tennessee and Georgia.
It's a
This
rivalry game. Joey like Gunner looked good. Gunner Stockton,
Stockton.
whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, he doesn't look bad either. I
How did they?
I'm going to say
They
Tennessee is
did
going to
handle.
take the win. I'm going to take Tennessee.
Yeah, like the thing is, Georgia lost. Don't forget, like who did Georgia? Georgia had 3 losses last year, and 2 of them were non-regular season. The playoffs
Mm.
they lost to Notre Dame, but like they were like 11-3, and they lost to fuck, who are their losses? They were 10-3. Or
Mm.
the fuck did they lose to? Oh yeah, they got swept by Texas, and then they lost to Bama.
Yeah, yeah.
At Bama when they had that like 29-0 comeback, and then
Oh,
Ryan Williams had the greatest plays ever.
that was insane. I'll still say that.
I, Really
Georgia
smart
beats
is
Kentucky.
yeah.
I think Georgia will also beat Auburn, and I think Ole Miss always has their number, no matter what.
Okay. Oh yeah, they did beat him last year. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Jackson Dart goat. Um, I think Texas is going to beat Georgia this year.
This
From
is a hard one. Arch is at full strength and like he's
yeah,
actually like looking
and
competent.
at least like for me too, that Texas defense was really good when we saw from Ohio State.
This
Uh,
Texas defense was really good last year too. It's not
yeah,
like they're like the Ohio State. Yeah, they lost a lot of people in the draft, but they just reloaded. That's all they did.
they just basically just yeah, like they lost a lot of people in the draft and they made up for that for those losses. Obviously beat Charlotte. And
This okay.
I think
Don't
they're going to
forget
be.
Georgia Tech took them to overtime last year.
I do, yeah, I do remember that. I think Georgia
What?
is definitely going to beat Georgia Tech this year. But
I don't know.
But
Haynes
do not
King.
sleep on Haynes King, though. Do not
I'm about to
sleep
say
on
you're not
Haynes
sleeping.
King.
It's 3 turnovers in 8 minutes, and they still beat Colorado.
Yeah, so I was like, don't sleep on Haynes King. I would say it's still gonna be a close game.
All right,
Um, yeah, so I have them going 8-4.
8-4.
8-4.
All right.
All right, so you have them losing to Austin Peay State.
Yeah, they beat Austin P.
No.
I think
Okay.
they beat Tennessee. I think they beat Tennessee.
Really?
They always seem to beat. When was the last time Tennessee beat Georgia?
I don't know. Probably years
Like,
ago.
remember Kirby Smart is just like I think he will have them ready to go. Those three, I think they beat Kentucky. They beat Auburn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, beat Kentucky.
Oh,
Wait,
Miss. I don't know. They're
Um,
at Georgia now, and like Carson Beck had. I think it's Carson Beck was just throwing that game away for them last year.
so you think it could go a different way?
It wasn't that bad of a game until it got out of hand in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Georgia takes the W here.
Real. Okay.
Beat Florida, beat Miss State. Yeah, then they lose to Texas. I think Texas will take them down,
Mm-hmm.
and then they win their last two.
I
10-2.
I I tend to. I can agree with that. So you have them making it into the playoffs, or at
Yeah,
least make it to
basically
the
saying, oh,
championship
this is,
game.
this is literally what the hell happened last year, and I have no
Yeah.
reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, I can
I
agree
could
with
see them
that.
winning the Bama and Texas games and flipping some around, but I think they're 10 wins. They're being the SEC championship most likely.
I agree. Um, so let's do you want to move to Kentucky?
Let's do Kentucky. Had a hard
So
fought victory last week.
a hard fought victory. So to let the audience know, I am a Kentucky Wildcats fan. They're my favorite team in college. Second being Penn State, and third being the Oregon State Beavers. Don't ask why. The turnover chainsaw goes crazy. Um, I was actually at this Kentucky Toledo game when they beat Toledo, and I noticed two things. One, I'm scared for Kentucky. The reason being that it seemed like it was hard for us to take down a MAC team. Not only was it because it was one of the best teams in the MAC, which we know. Toledo is one of the best teams in the MAC right now. Not only
I'm talking
that,
about my pit PTSD is kicking in.
yeah, my PTSD is also kicking in. Not only that, it, it's because it felt like our offense couldn't get anything together. They kept making bad the quarterback for Kentucky, I forget his name at the moment. He was making bad reads. It seemed like different wide receivers, tight ends kept dropping balls. Um, Something I also did notice too is that the run game looked like it was somewhat solid. But it doesn't give me a lot of faith in this Kentucky team to do anything with that. So obviously they beat Toledo first week. I think Ole Miss is going to come and beat them. They're going to beat Eastern Michigan into the bye week. They lose to South Carolina, lose to Georgia. Texas is going to come beat them. Tennessee has their number, even though it's a rivalry game. They're going to come and beat them. I think Auburn's going to beat them. They're going to beat Tennessee Tech. And then they go into Vandy. Now, if I had to choose between Kentucky or Vandy in this game, being a Kentucky fan, I would be a little worried. But also, I forgot to make this mention earlier. The running back that he's actually from the transfer portal, he was the guy from Oregon that had 8 touchdowns last year. So he's actually he's pretty good. He's not bad. But I think that's if we get our offense working, and at least also from what I saw with the defense, the Kentucky defense looks fine. Definitely some things they need to fix up. They did get some nice picks. They caused some fumbles, but they need to execute in those fumbles and basically get the ball after the fumble happens. That's what I noticed in the Toledo game is that they did cause 3 fumbles, maybe 3. So I think if they're able to do that, they're able to beat Vanderbilt. I'm going to say I think they might win this one and then lose to Louisville. Because Louisville, for some reason, they are a strange team. They're like the Mizzou of the ACC. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like they were, yeah, exactly. They were good like 2 years ago when they were like in the ACC championship, but then
yeah.
they lost to Kentucky and a Florida State team who I don't even know who Florida State's quarterback was after
No.
Travis went down. It was like their
Mm.
third one, I think, at that point.
But yeah, I'm not too high on this Kentucky team. This is why I love being a Kentucky Wildcats fan. I love the pain that it brings me. As much as like being a
So
Bills
just
fan, I love the pain.
Kentucky, I didn't even realize they beat Ole Miss last year.
Yeah, that was
And I forgot.
a very close game. What was it by 3 points? Or like 1 point?
Yeah, they won by three, and I will never forget when you fuckers almost beat Georgia.
Yes.
I was so I had a
Satisfying.
parlay going. I was about to win 800, like $600, but I cashed out because I was so scared Georgia was gonna piss us away.
Hmm.
I still won like a good bit of money, but I'm like
Yeah,
pissed because like I should have let it ride.
dude. Like that was like back to back weeks. The first week when they played Georgia, they literally lost by 1 point, I think, something like that. And then they went and played Ole Miss the next week, and won and beat off the number top 25 team in the country. The amount of euphoria going through my body is indescribable of how I felt, and that's like this is what Kentucky does to me. It's like an abusive girlfriend. Like you don't want her, but you need her. You need
They're the
Kentucky.
Iowa of the SEC, if I'm going to be
They're the
honest. They're like the
Iowa
most.
of the SEC. But also they're a basketball school, so it is what it is. Um,
Hey, Iowa is a basketball school too, just mostly
yeah,
for the women.
yeah, Caitlin Clark. Anyways, what do you got, Mass?
Probably same as you. I can't
So,
see them winning more than 4 games.
lose to Ole Miss, beat Eastern Michigan, lose, right?
I ooh I Yeah,
And then
they beat lose.
and then lose.
They're 3-9. I
Yeah,
can't see a reason like to have
I
any hope. I think they could
yeah.
have one or two upsets in there,
Hmm.
but like if I swear to God, if this team is like in a playoff contending for a playoff spot, hell, if they're contending for a bowl game,
If Kentucky was in contention for the playoffs, I would just be happy that we were like in the conversation. I would be
like South
happy that we're
Carolina,
in the conversation.
like South Carolina last year, we're like, hey, I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here. I would be happy if we did even get a bowl game. Like I'd be happy to be in either in conversation to be in a bowl game. That's how bad it
The
is.
only thing that's gonna make a Wildcats fan happy is just a beer, just a beer.
It's just but yeah, that's the end of my spiel. Go Wildcats. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Um, yeah,
I
nothing
keep
else.
forgetting you have the same fucking motto as Michigan, except it's big.
Yeah,
When I keep saying "Go Big Blue," I think, why the fuck are you talking about Michigan?
yeah. What should we do next?
Let's go. Who's a good one? Let's go Ole Miss.
That's why I was just looking at too. Let's go on this because they're like, I mean, for me, I have them at like 7-0.
Ole
Uh,
Miss is like they're like
the,
they're like one who's always kind of they're like the Penn State.
yeah,
Like they always think they're hot shit of the conference, but we're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
looking at their
You're
schedule,
not the hot
like
shit. You're like below Big Brother. You have two big brothers.
looking at their schedule though, I said they definitely beat Tulane, lose to LSU, beat Washington State. I think they're gonna choke away at the Oklahoma game and then beat the Citadel.
They might, yeah, Ole Miss might actually make the playoffs this year unless they piss the season away
Yeah,
again.
because their new quarterback after Jackson Dart left, actually, he's pretty good too. Simmons, I think his name's
But like
Simmons.
the thing is, like they could have made the playoffs if Jackson Dart didn't like have a meltdown against in the swamp last year.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm also a Jackson Dart enjoyer. I love Jackson Dart. He's
Well,
my top three favorites.
Jackson Dart was literally like Justin, the NFL version of or the college version of Justin Herbert last year. Had like 3 turnovers the entire season. Then you just have that one game where you're like, why are you matching your turnovers in one game than the entire season?
Yeah. Yeah, so I love Jackson Dart. He was my top. He was my number one in my top three favorite college players. Now he's in my favorite NFL players. Besides Amon-Ra St. Brown and Josh Allen. But
They said he's they said he might be moving up above Jameis.
I think he already is moving above Jameis. I think he's second string already.
I think it's like unofficial.
He's an unofficial second string.
He's gonna be starting.
Um,
He's gonna be starting this season 100%.
at some point, yeah, I think he might be. What do
Worst
you?
case scenario, he started week 18.
Yeah, just like throw him out there, see what he's got.
All right.
What do you got?
I like to pull up the schedule for last year just because I like
I
to
would
just see.
just kind of like to cross reference.
Like the Rebels were a pretty. They were an interesting team last year. Like
Mm.
they had games where you're like, wow, this team might actually be really good, and then other games where you're like,
Ooh,
what
yikes!
the, where you're just like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, it's like yikes.
Let me find it. Okay, so yeah, last year, like they blew out South Carolina. They choked against LSU in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
They beat like those Kentucky and Florida losses just absolutely tanked their season.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah.
But and they did win the Gator Bowl.
That's right. Won the
Not
game.
saying much, but okay. They beat Tulane.
Yeah.
LSU's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's very interesting.
I think they beat LSU.
Really? Ooh.
They beat Washington State,
Of course.
and then they piss it away against Oklahoma. I still think they're pissing away against
Yeah.
Oklahoma, and then
They lose the Citadel.
they lose to the Citadel.
Yeah.
And the Citadel once had Alabama tied at 10 at halftime.
Yeah.
Then Alabama won like 52-10, I think, when Nick Saban was screaming at them in a locker room.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
They're gonna.
10-2. I think that
I
this is
feel
like
like they're gonna piss this. They might piss the season away again. I won't be shocked, but like
this
this
season.
is a very favorable schedule for
Yeah,
them.
this is a cakewalk schedule. I would say.
Like I have like 3 game, like four games I could see them like actually having to compete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a doubt. So I mean, even if that, like, they're gonna have a good season.
All right, that's
Next,
also we got done.
I want to
Kentucky,
do.
Missouri, Oklahoma. I think it's like I think we have Texas, Oklahoma,
Uh,
Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas.
yeah, you want
And
to
we
do
already did
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. They're the last bad team we have to get out of the or mid team we have to get out of the way.
Yeah. Well, so what we got? We still got LSU, Texas, Tennessee, A&M, Auburn.
Oh wow, we have
Uh,
a lot more teams too. I didn't
yeah, I
realize.
know, right? Vandy, and I think that's it. I think
I'd
we
say
just have
Oklahoma.
LSU. Yeah. So,
I didn't realize how many teams there were. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we
oh
could
my
bang
gosh,
this
yeah,
out like one.
yeah. I didn't know this either.
Let's go a bit quicker. Let's try to speed up Oklahoma because I don't think I can name a single player on that roster.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna say Oklahoma. I think Michigan beats them, and then Oklahoma's gonna beat Temple. I think Auburn may be Oklahoma. Then Oklahoma's gonna be Kent State. Texas is gonna be Oklahoma, and I think Tennessee may be Oklahoma, and LSU beats Oklahoma. 5-7.
Same thing as last year. They were 6-6 last year.
Yeah. So.
All right. This is not my Ohio State bias, but Sherman Moore is suspended.
Mhm.
Their head coach is still suspended.
Yeah.
I think they beat Michigan.
Okay.
They beat Temple, and then everyone's gonna buy into the hype. They're gonna think, "Oh my God, we can lose to Auburn. Let's
Mhm.
go."
Yeah.
They're gonna lose to Auburn. If that was my chip,
They're gonna lose to Auburn,
they're gonna lose to Kent State.
Kent State. Oops.
Okay.
Ugh.
Kent State's gonna get
I was
clobbered.
I was like all in. I was all in on it. Okay.
Ooh, I am being pretty high on them. Not gonna lie.
Mm.
I could see them upsetting Texas. Not even gonna lie.
An upset.
Fuck it.
I,
Give me Oklahoma. Fuck it.
this is your prediction. You can do whatever you want with it.
Like, let's be real. This is predicting college football. There's always like a 4-win margin.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's like never a team you're like think is like gonna be shit. Like
Mhm.
unless like Florida State last year, nobody expected that.
Yeah. No. I did not expect that either.
Like, we all expect teams to be like a certain win range. Like we give them like a 5-win, like a 4 or 5 win margin. But
Yeah.
they lose to the Bulls,
Yeah. Agreed.
lose to the Tigers.
Okay.
7-5.
7-5.
I think
That ain't bad. 7-5 is not bad. See, like,
their
this,
schedule
like
is pretty. They have a
the
pretty rough schedule.
the
Not gonna
difference
lie.
between NFL and college as well. If you have a winning season like this, you're fine. Like you're good. Like you don't always have to make it
Yeah.
to the playoffs because there's so many college teams. There's like in the hundreds in college teams, right?
They are going to expand it to 24. The Big Ten proposed that.
Oh yeah,
I am curious how that will go.
that is interesting. Yeah, I mean, like a March Madness type thing.
All right,
But
let's
so
all right.
where are we heading to next?
Let's do the Vols.
Tennessee. Don't make the joke. Okay, ETSU. Okay, UAB they beat. New Mexico State they beat, and they beat Vandy.
Was cake. You kidding me?
This is a cakewalk schedule, 11-1.
Honestly, yeah, that seems. I
Like
did not
that's
even
actually
realize how
insane.
easy as hell this schedule is.
Like, I mean, you probably almost have the same things as me, like especially these two, right?
Like Syracuse is like the only. Like the fact that Syracuse is one of their tougher games says a lot.
That it does say a lot. You probably have them beating New Mexico State. I could see them losing like one of those games, I could see them lose New Mexico State because it's like that's something that would
But I think
happen.
Joey Aguilar is definitely a better quarterback than
Nico, yeah,
Nico. Nico was a 5-star and just did not play well at all.
yeah,
He played fine. Like he wasn't like you had like Arch Manning type expectations for him. Maybe
yeah.
not that bad, but yeah, he was a 5-star. You thought he'd be one of the top dogs, and
He's
he
not.
was like, he's all right. He's like, he's pretty
Um,
good.
what do you have against Tennessee and Vanderbilt? Do you have Tennessee beating them?
Yeah, 10-2. I think they go 10-2, make the playoffs again.
Yeah, I mean, like looking at the schedule, I mean, like I can't see a way for it to not be like this. You know?
If you miss the playoffs, you might have to fire your head. You fire everybody.
Oh yeah, like it's just like where that's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? Um,
And Sue Vandy.
Vanderbilt, the Vanderbilt. So, Vanderbilt's always an interesting team, especially Diego Pavia. I actually really like him, not only because they took out Alabama, #1 country last year. Um, but it's just I feel like they actually are a pretty solid team. I think they beat Virginia Tech, beat Georgia State, beat Utah State, lose to LSU, lose to Texas, lose to Auburn, and that's 5-7. I think it makes a lot of sense.
They're a fun story, but the thing is, like,
Hmm.
what about this team is like telling you like they're not gonna make the fucking. Yeah, they went like 7-6 last year, but like
Yeah, like.
th- this was like such a weird team last year.
Hmm.
Like they were like that Bane meme with Filthy Frank, where it's like
Hmm.
the main antagonist and then the power of friendship.
Yeah, like
They
it's
gave
like.
LSU a run for their money. They gave some teams a good running, but
Mhm.
like
Um,
this was such a.
yeah. Um,
I think they beat Tech.
yeah.
Get revenge for Georgia State for last year.
Hmm.
Beat Utah State.
Hmm.
Lose to the Tigers.
Hmm.
lose to Texas.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
They lose to
interesting.
Auburn.
Yeah,
6-6 again.
6-6. I can agree with that. Yeah, that's a pretty. That makes sense.
I just I like them a lot.
Mhm.
They're such a good feel good story, but
Yeah,
they're like in the same like the I like how like they're a mid. Like some of these teams are so depressing for how mid they are, and Vandy's just like
yeah.
fuck.
So how many more teams do we got left?
Just Texas, I think.
No, we also got
And A&M,
so we have
A&M too.
Texas. We also have
Auburn.
Auburn. We have A&M. I think
Let's do
it's
Auburn.
maybe Auburn next. Let's do
Why
Auburn.
are you so high on Auburn? Jesus.
Mean, like looking at these matchups. I mean, well, Ball State and South Alabama. Okay,
Auburn was so fucking pathetic
lose
last
to
year.
A&M. Like this is a cakewalk schedule. Me personally, it feels like a
Yeah, not
cakewalk.
for Auburn.
Like
I don't know. Like
I
they were
mean,
just like
like I think they beat Mizzou. I think they could definitely beat Arkansas. They're definitely going to beat Kentucky. That's a fan saying that, and I think they're going to be Alabama this year.
ooh, intriguing.
I
Because this was
think
such a piss
this.
poor team last year. Like,
Mm,
I mean, Jackson Arnold looks better, but like,
mm,
it was like such a pathetic. I feel mean how bad I'm talking about Auburn,
yeah,
but Hugh Freeze is just like,
I
just not a good
I could
coach.
see them losing to like a Ball State or a Mizzou or even a Kentucky for that matter. I could see them
They
lose
have
three
done
of
it
those
before.
games.
Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility for them. Like,
I can see it.
remember this team? You're having so wait, let me get this straight. You're having a 10-win team, man, and you're thinking, oh, they might lose to an FCS school. You never know.
It is. You never know. Like Ball State is an FCS.
Yes.
Is it
Or
really?
is FBS or whatever the
I
fuck it
thought it
is. I always
was.
get it.
I don't know. I would say
Which one's the
they
lower division?
could screw up and lose like one of those three games or all three. Who knows? But that's yeah. It's just yeah. That's what I think. What are you thinking?
All right, let's take a good look at Vanderbilt. They win their cupcakes,
Mm-hmm.
lose to A&M.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Fuck. I do have a made for. Good God, I didn't.
Aim
You,
for. See,
the
this is what I'm
schedule.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You have them making the fucking playoffs.
I mean, also just because these teams are 10-2, like just because you have a winning record doesn't mean you make it to the playoffs. Yeah. So like.
No, but you haven't. Yeah, but 10-2. This is ESPN is choosing this fucking thing. Don't forget.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
This the SEC's bias is real.
Oh yeah, it is 100% biased.
Right.
Um,
At A&M.
next A&M. So after that, what we have LSU, Texas.
And with the big dogs. And with two teams who will likely be in the SEC championship.
Oh, 100%. A&M's right here. Okay, so yeah, they beat Utah State. I think they're definitely gonna lose to Notre Dame at home. Lose to LSU at home. Like LSU then going in there. Um, lose to they beat Samford, and I think Texas beats them. I think that one's pretty easy.
This is where they were last year. Like they're like a decent team, but they're
Yeah.
not like they're like like a Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can agree with
It
that.
used to be such a blue blood, but now it's just like they've
Mm.
just fallen back into irrelevance, like to mid.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Um, same. It might be
Yeah.
the same thing. 8-4.
Yeah. Um,
Right. What I have
we
them
got them six and
seven and
six.
five, 8-4. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Still, I stand by. I stand
Stand
by
by.
it.
Stand on business.
They're not making the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
they could have made the SEC championship somehow last year, but like it
Mm-hmm.
was like they had such a weird year last year.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. All right. Our final two teams, I believe.
Let's leave Texas for last. Oh, I feel
Yeah.
like we want to leave
I
for
definitely want
last.
to leave Texas for last. So Louisiana Tech. I feel it's an easy win. At Southeast Louisiana. That's an easy win. And then Western Kentucky. Wow, I feel I'm very biased.
think this is recency, but like, let's be real. Like, their schedule is not that terrible.
Like, I could see them
Like 10
losing to
wins.
Florida. I could see them losing to Ole Miss. I could see them losing to South Carolina. I could see them losing to Vanderbilt. I can even see
The
them
thing is, like,
losing to like all the teams, all the conference teams.
I thought Clemson is a bit overrated this season, so I feel like
Yeah.
they were gauging that win a little too.
And also, like I said,
Like, things like
it's not the realm of possibility to have an undefeated season. Like,
the
uh,
SEC is like so weak this season too.
yeah, like
They're
Oregon
very
did it
not
last
weak.
year.
They're very top. They're very top heavy.
Yeah,
Like the only top heavy team they're playing is Ole Miss. That's really it.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, give them all the other wins.
Yeah, because like it just makes
I
sense.
think they go 10-2. Yeah, like I could see them easily beating Ole Miss and South Carolina.
Mm,
They beat them last year, but like the thing is
yeah,
like they're at Ole Miss, and I could see them being 11-1 easily. Like this is Garrett
mm.
Nussmeier is an NFL. He's going to be the #1 pick next year in a very good quarterback
Yeah,
class.
he's a dog. All right, our final one. We got Texas, the good old Arch.
Oh, I love seeing that Week 1 game. I love
Uh,
it.
San Jose State, UTEP, Sam Houston. That'll make sense. And I have
11-1.
yeah,
Pretty
11 of them.
easy.
Like,
Pretty
I could
easy.
see them losing this game, this game, this game, this game, this game, this game. I could see that. Yeah, like you probably have the same.
Yeah, I think they do get a random upset game in there. I think it's
Yeah.
either Georgia or Oklahoma. Surprise, it beats them. But
Mm,
who do I have as top? Let me see the top of the
yeah. So South Carolina and
South Carolina.
Texas for the playoff.
Jesus Christ, I have 6 10-win teams in this
Like,
conference.
yeah, like look at me, look at me. Like, yeah.
You have 4. Jeez, I thought I was being biased. Good
Like
lord.
that's a lot
Let
of
me see
like
mine again.
yeah.
Who do I have being 10 wins? Like
It's
the thing is,
Georgia,
like upsets are
LSU,
definitely gonna
Kansas,
happen,
Tennessee.
but like the
Yeah.
problem is like the gap between those top 6 and everybody else is
Mhm.
just like pretty. It's widening over
Yeah.
time. You have the
Um.
good, the mid, and then the shit.
Yeah, like that's literally what the SEC really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and this is I think all six of these might make the playoffs. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, like it's just it's kind of crazy. Yeah, like it
But
could
that's just
happen.
assuming we were trying to even out it too. Don't forget.
Yeah, you're trying to basically trying to be like. I felt like I was not like. Obviously, this is college. You're gonna have these
I'm being
cupcake
accused.
wins.
We're gonna get accusations of working for ESPN with how biased this
Yeah,
is.
serious. Again, these are all margins of error because, like, there could be easily there could be a game where Kentucky can beat
Like,
Texas.
or that like LSU will, or like all these teams will win their like
Mm,
tough games, if you know what I
yeah.
mean.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I have LSU in Texas in the SEC championship for
I
me.
had South Carolina and Texas.
Yeah. So.
I
Uh,
stand by that.
all right, that was our SEC predictions. Um, Next time we'll do another conference. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, and I hope someone watches this. Say this to your friends. Oh, I forgot to.
I cannot wait to be how I can't wait to see how stupid I'm gonna look in like a month.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we gotta do. We're definitely doing a recap, too. Like, doing
I'm
looking
kind
through
of
it.
feel I'm gonna be saying, did I have brain damage when I made this?
Yeah, no, seriously. All right.
But like these schedules are so cupcake.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. It makes it tough.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the
Yep. Well,
delusional Ohio State fan and a
Kentucky,
depressed Kentucky
Kentucky
fan telling you
fan.
what probably could have been.
So, all right. Bye, everyone.
Remember H2P.
HTTP.